In this module, we are introducing how to secure and handle operational data. In day-to-day operation, information is constantly coming from inside and outside the airline. Usually, in an operational department, people are not fully aware about data security, which doesn't only relate to the storage method, but also their transfer and their end usage. Every day, in each department, in order to secure operational processes, we need to guarantee the quality of the data throughout their life cycle. This should take into account integrity, confidentiality, and availability. We are going to take as examples two different use cases. One will be focused on daily flight operation, and the other one dedicated to maintenance.
Why do we want to secure data? Commonly, when talking about securing data, the need is to guarantee their integrity, availability, and confidentiality. But securing data also means ensuring the origin and the traceability of the data. Origin defines where the data is coming from. Knowing the origin is defined as authenticity. Traceability of data means that enough data details are kept to be used as legal proof. All these precautions regarding the use of data are part of a trusted chain all along the process used to handle the data. It is also of utmost importance to secure both the aircraft and the surrounding systems. Operating and servicing aircraft is becoming increasingly technology-centric. Managing and securing the entire ecosystem of paperless processes and data transfers between the aircraft and ground systems will become a greater challenge. As examples of different operational processes, maintenance operations could be impacted by the uploading of a corrupted database. The process is long because it involves several activities such as file distribution, storage in airlines' IT servers and data loading, which can lead to a lot of vulnerabilities.
In the airline network, the laptop that will be used to upload the database can be corrupted because of malware. A database can be provided by a malicious website. A USB flash drive can embed a malware that modifies the database. As an operational impact, it can be catastrophic if the integrity of the avionics system is reached, leading to a flight safety issue. To a lesser extent, the impact could affect the brand or finance of the airline. For the operational flight plan case, we can imagine the effects of a false flight plan received in operation. Availability, alteration, or divulgation of the flight plan may be observed.
In detail, operational flight plans may not be available when the crew is on board. As a consequence, the flight crew is unable to load the flight plan in the FMS. Delay on departure will be observed. The airline's finances and image will be impacted. Number 2. Erroneous operational flight plans sent to crew. In that case, route flown may not be the one scheduled. Fuel uplifted can be different. An improper weight of aircraft may be used. Pilot experience is essential to avoid wrong calculations. Safety will be the main target.
What are the possible remediation? In order to secure operational data, an airline must define a security strategy. First step is to deploy a risk analysis towards the operational process. The results of the risk analysis will be listed under a risk treatment plan. This plan will be declined in both organizational and technical measures. Organizational measures mean an adaptation of the process, describing how to react in case of a security event, how to and how often to train people, description of the job title and responsibilities in order to know who will be in charge of uploading, transfer, and deleting the data.
Technical measures will be the detailed description of the security measures. First example, security of the means of communications between aircraft and ground. Second example, hardening of the equipment which addresses both hardware and software, equipment such as PMAT, Pilot EFB or PC, software such as data loader software, or performance calculation software.
Best practices to secure operational data. 1. Know your data, how valuable it is, where and how often it is backed up. You need all this to set up your data protection priorities.
2. Know the threats.
3. Go on offense. The best defenses must be complemented by a good offense. Artificial intelligence tools can detect probes of data before a successful cyber attack.
4. Look for vulnerabilities inside your network.
5. Perimeter defense is not enough. 15 years ago, firewalls and other fences were enough, but no longer.
6. Encrypt all data. Encrypt everything, structured or not. Data in motion, data at rest, data on mobile platforms.
7. Keep your keys. You should retain physical control of all encryption keys. They are too important to be delegated or outsourced to others.
8. Know your clouds. Major aviation organizations are likely to use several clouds, public, private, and industry. Someone in the company should know each of these clouds thoroughly, their security strengths and vulnerability. Even in the cloud, you must still control your data security.
9. Pay attention to data moving to or from the cloud. Data can be hacked during transmission as well as in storage.
10. Don't neglect physical security. You should control who and what enters and exits your data center.
11. Access on company devices must be controlled by a reliable mobile devices management system.
12. Know your suppliers.
13. Communicate and enforce data security. A thorough data protection policy is useless unless it is followed by everyone involved with the data. You must communicate the policy in terms that are persuasive to engineers, clerks, and mechanics, not just to lawyers, CFOs, or IT specialists. Explain how data breaches will mess up with their work lives, not only impacting the company money. Hold managers accountable for compliance in their departments.
14. Don't rest. Your cybersecurity strategy must continue to evolve as threats, data, and operations change. As an illustration of possible remediation, here are response examples to both maintenance and flight ops scenarios. As physical and organizational measures, airlines can control physical security by setting up a badge-only access, audit the operational process used to make an operational flight plan from ground pilot at the hotel up to the cockpit, train all personnel in charge of this process, raise cybersecurity vulnerability awareness, and conduct training on how systems can be attacked.
As technical measures, some example might be: use HTTPS secure connection for OFP providers, use secure connection at the hotel to pick up OFP, USB flash drive encryption, web access control limitation, onboard devices hardening. To sum up, the 3 key points are: 1. Perform a risk analysis on your operational process, focusing on the data and identifying the security flows. 2. As soon as the risk analysis has been performed, elaborate an action plan for mitigation. This action plan should address technical measures as well as organizational ones. 3. Remind that, as a user, you are an actor of the security chain.